So, yeah, we're live. Hey, what's happening, Whomitmay? This is Bobby D, and I'm here with Christopher Davis, and we've been talking back and forth all week long about the stuff that's been going on. I don't typically try to approach these topics, but I feel I'm filled with passion, and I'm a little bit enraged about what I've seen, not only from the events themselves, but the reaction that we're seeing from the country as a whole is just, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. Um, but Chris brought up a very valid point. The guy that shot the man in Minnesota, I believe that was where they were at. The cop's going to say that he feared for his life, but the question really is, what constitutes what you feel? I mean, where do we draw the line? Could an American citizen do that to a police officer and say that they fear for their lives? Now, what happened in Houston, that was cold-blooded murder. That was cold-blooded murder. There wasn't no way around that. But so was what happened in Minnesota, and so was what happened down in Baton Rouge.
I mean, this all to me just kind of just shows how bad of a nation that we are. You know, the differences that we do have. And like you said earlier, when I made the statement, who's to say that me having a legal permit to carry a gun, for me not to fear for my life for what's been going on these past few years. You know, cops killing blacks, cops killing whites, cops killing Mexicans, and again, like I've always stated to Bobby, I'm pro-life.
That's true.
Black lives matter, all lives matter, blue lives matter. I'm just pro-life. So I'd rather not see anybody die on any situation. There are some instances where you feel a person may have the repercussions from it should be death. You know, in a sense, it's just certain things that I feel like can be resolved just by actually talking. With Buddy sitting outside of the store, I just felt like if, you know, as a cop and you understand your situation and you understand your job because that's what you chose to do, you could have easily walked up to the man and calmly explained to him the reason why you're here. You know, your job is to protect and serve, and it's also your job is to get home to your family. At the end of the day, just like it was for him to get home to his family at the end of the day.
And as bad as there's a lady cop, I don't know where it was from, but you were listening to it, and I could just hear it playing in the background. I was doing something else, but I was listening to it. I just don't know where it came from. But there's a lady cop, and she was talking about how if you just felt scared by the presence of that man, you had no business whatsoever putting on the uniform and going out there and trying to be a police officer. And I believe that with just all of me. It just screams that. If you're not going to serve with courage and with honor and with dignity and approach the people with common sense and calmness in yourself, then you don't need to be doing that. You need to find a different profession.
I agree with you. I just feel like if you ever had a situation to where you're scared, it kind of makes other people look worried. Because if you're supposed to be the protector,
yeah,
and you're fearful,
yeah,
that makes me fearful because you're supposed to protect me. And if you feel like you can't protect me, or if you feel like you can't protect yourself, then obviously you can't protect me.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, we're now bumping heads to where disagreements are going to come up. Things happen. I mean, I feel sorry for any and everybody who's lost. You know,
all the blood that was spilled this week has it's
these past 4 days has just been ridiculous.
it's like, and I'm at the point, and you people, if you're watching this, you know what kind of person I am. I try to keep it light. I try to keep it light. I know this stuff is going on, but trying to, uh, I try to keep it light. But I mean, I still feel like this stuff it should be said, but I'm so exhausted from this week of trying to keep a happy face when this kind of sadness is in the world. For real, for real. I don't. It's too much, man. I mean, it is too much. I don't.
We don't know how to take it, man. I mean, granted, it's not happening here. A lot of people say that. Well, it's not happening where I'm at.
How long is it going to be before it is that?
Before it does that.
It's
but the way I look at it is, at the end of the day, it kind of is happening where you at. You live in this country.
Exactly.
This is still your country that you do reside in. It may not happen in your state, but it happens in your country.
You live on this planet. I mean, I don't want to even begin to think like a globalist. I feel like our borders, our federal government is an overreach. I feel like we should go back to state and even local governments and just stick it to that. But in all actuality, we all bleed red. We all,
breathe the same air.
We're all happy. We're all sad. You laugh and you cry and you have emotions. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. If you understand this and you don't have all that, I'd like to have a conversation with you. I really would, because I've never spoken to a dog before, or a cat or anything like that, or an alien. But if you're not a human being and you're listening to this and you're comprehending what I'm saying, I want to have a conversation with you.
We both do. We love to do that too. Being honest, it's a lot of ignorance in the world.
Yeah.
And honestly and truthfully, it's been said numerous of times, many years ago, without knowledge. It's like you can't move forward if you don't know or understand the situation of what's going on. And cops have this, not all cops. Let me go ahead and say that not all cops are bad.
No,
I'm not going to say that. But I've seen the video the other day. I can't remember the guy's name, but he made a good point, and just like the lady officer, it's going to come to a point where other officers are going to have to step up and tell their co-workers, "Hey, man, listen,
you got to calm down.
You messed up. You screwed the pooch on this one, man. As simple as that." And this whole getting paid administrative leave. I mean, you serious? Like,
No.
I can shoot somebody and then go home for a month and still get paid
on vacation.
That's basically a vacation, in a sense. I just think that's just, to me, that just tells me that, hey, we really don't.
So they've already publicized Micah Johnson. Oh,
I can't
Micah Egg.
Yeah, as the shooter in Dallas.
They've already announced his name, but they hadn't told the cop's name that shot that young man in Minnesota.
Yeah, they announced it today.
They did announce it?
They did announce it today. He, cannot remember his name.
Has he spoken out?
Not that I know of.
But here's the thing. Even if he was to, there's people out there that they don't want to hear it right now. They don't want to hear it.
Which is true.
They don't want to hear what this man has to say. They don't want to hear even if he was to come out in the public and apologize, they wouldn't hear that. No. I know what I did was wrong. No. They ain't having that. They want to lynch him right now. They want that man dead.
And I agree with you. It's probably
Nah.
not safe for him to walk the streets or.
They should have put him in jail. That would have honestly been the safest place for him.
I don't think the safest place is in jail.
In protective custody? Yeah, well, maybe. In PC, that would have been the only place that's really safe for that man at this point. Because somebody could easily just show up at his house and do something.
Which is basically what happened with the whole Dallas situation. I told Bobby, it's just, I feel like it's going to be a trend.
Yeah.
It's literally going to be a trend. Somehow, that I'm not saying I'm predicting it. Don't get me wrong, saying I jinxed it or whatever. I'm just saying I've witnessed it. I witnessed it before. You see a trend of things that happen, and if one person or one group of people do it, oh man, well we know we need to get together and do that too.
Here's what I don't like: the fact that the actions of this man was completely. It was automatically said, "Oh, that's Black Lives Matter." I don't agree that just Black Lives Matter, but I also don't agree that that's what that was about either. This man acted on his own accord. He had nothing to do with that movement. Unfortunately, as I was saying earlier today, Black Lives Matter is equivalent to anonymous in the fact that it doesn't matter what the initial purpose was behind it. Anyone could put that mask on and change what it stands for, like that. There's no question. There's no gray area. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that's the way that it is, but that is exactly what it's like. Anybody can say that they're anonymous. Anybody can say that.
Anybody can say it's right.
Exactly. And another thing.
And, it's just knowledge, man. Knowledge. Did you see the post about the guy who was at a hotel? Like he's from another country. He came over, had his traditional dress on that they wear over there. The receptionist called and said that the guy was a terrorist when we showed up.
Oh yeah.
And now you got this. Now you have this man in the country telling their folk, "Hey, when you go over to the U.S., don't wear your clothes that you wear here." Obviously, it just doesn't work. So now you're forcing people who.
At the same, I've seen where pushing people into losing their culture because of the fact that if you guys can hear that, that's Cliff in the background. Cliff hasn't been on video in quite some time. He doesn't want to be. I think he's just going to stay out of the video. There's no. But Cliff is here. Cliff's in the building. If you guys are familiar with the show at all, he has been on some earlier episodes that have been taken down specifically because he doesn't want his face shown. So, but that's him in the background. He's chiming in. He cares about the situation too. Matter of fact, he didn't even know it. We were in separate rooms. I was in here watching Dabu and his gang talking about the situation going on, and Eric's his coverage of the protest a couple of nights ago that happened in Philadelphia, and then he came around the corner with the video in hand and showed me what happened. Now, at the time, I had no idea that this man, the only thing that he was doing was selling CDs, and on the corner, he got harassed by a homeless person, and then he told the man to leave him alone. He kept getting harassed by this man. The homeless person wound up calling the police. Police came out there. I have no idea how it even got brought up, the fact that he had a gun, except for the fact that the police was holding him down. They might have already started frisking him because they're going to search him. They're going to search anybody that they are going to apprehend. I don't know. That's just.
I was going on record to say. I don't know the guy personally. Apparently he had a record in the 1990s.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. But I'm just it's to the point to where there's only two people that knew that man had a gun, apparently. The homeless man and the cop. Those are the only two people. And I mean, going off the homeless man word that, hey, he flashed a gun in my face, you know, you got to take that with a grain of salt. And then the fact that they took the homeless man's phone is what I hear, or what I read it in, in the report that they took the homeless guy's phone. For what reason? For what reason? If I'm a citizen and I need to make a police report, or I need the police to come to a certain area, I make a phone call. Why do you need to confiscate my phone? There's just something fishy about that. It just didn't sit well with me.
You can't forget the fact that they all of a sudden don't have their camera.
Yeah, both of their body cameras.
Yeah,
both of them.
Both of them, exactly.
Come on.
They don't have much. They don't have much footage. Come on now.
So in this sense,
they're supposed to be a little bit more professional than that. And there's also some missing audio from the scanner feed. There's missing audio from the scanner feed from all three incidences. All three.
And I feel like if this was to go to trial, I don't think they will get indicted because of what I like to call receiver possession in football. The receiver and the DB go up at the ball at the same time, and they both catch it at the same time. The receiver gets off. So in a sense, this man is down on the ground. You really can't see him reach for his pocket, but the officer does pull a gun out. So, hey, you had a gun. That's all the evidence we got is that he pulled a gun out of your pocket. It might not have been yours, but there was a gun in your pocket, sir.
You were in possession of the firearm.
And we didn't see him pull it out. I mean, we didn't necessarily see you reach for it. We just kind of seen the gun come off the side. It was dark. That's all the evidence we got.
Yeah.
But it's the cop's word versus your word.
So ultimately, what I want to get across is the fact that this is This is agitation propaganda. This kind of stuff happens on a daily basis. But at this particular moment, they needed a distraction. And so the publication of this became viral with the help of CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, etc., etc., etc. It was blown up as agitprop. Not that this changes the fact that it was horrific, but it does change the perspective of why it is the forefront of the nation's conversation right now.
Not including what
I almost feel like the stuff that happened in Texas was, I don't want to say it.
Say it, Bobby. I would say it. I actually think none of that actually happened. I mean, it happened. You saw the videos. You know what I mean? You can't deny what you've seen on film. But I just feel as though with what happened in Minnesota and what happened to old boy at the corner store, I just felt like the police department has become the new villain, and the world is turning on the police department. So we have to do something to make the world love us again. So yes, hey guys, y'all want to sit here and say Black Lives Matter and all lives matter? But guess what? Blue lives matter too, and we just lost some cops. So now everybody's pouring all their emotions and feelings back into, okay, well, we have to protect the police too. We can't just let them go out there and get shot up or get killed or anything like that. I just feel like this is my personal opinion. Don't get me wrong. Don't bash me for it. Don't hate me for it. This is my personal opinion.
I agree with it. Dallas, as a matter of fact, and I was talking to Kart Racer, and if you wanted to watching this later on, I appreciate you checking it out, man. I appreciate all the tweets and retweets, etc. from you. Dallas has a strong history for these psyop events. That's where Kennedy was shot.
Sure.
It happened 2 blocks away from where that happened last night. That's not. I mean,
That's not
I don't. I don't know that that coincidence is the right term to use there. I feel like that this is another seed that has been planted and will be harvested in harvest season, which it begins at the end of this month. That's just my spiritual beliefs. That's what I feel like is going to happen. Um, so yeah, I feel a little bit better since I got that off my chest. Um, please like, comment, subscribe. Show my boy Chris Davis some love in the comment board, please. And I'll let Cliff if you guys have the time to go find him, because he acts like a ghost sometimes. All right, so that's gonna be it for tonight. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'm sure I'll see you sometime this weekend. Peace.